We had some hot takes going into 2025, and I tweeted out the video of one of them. But we did pretty good. I got to be honest. Do you want me to run them down real quick, or should I just push
them
people
down? Sure, you wrote them down, and my hot takes are probably gone now. I didn't save those because I kept my little notebook, and I already just took out all the pages, and all I have is this one little sheet where my depth chart is. You can see that there. No, it's not popping out, but whatever.
I did. Yeah. I said, ready? I said my first hot take was Indiana leads the nation in offense. They had 2 800-yard rushers and 1 500-yard rusher. That was check. 2 1,000-yard receivers. Neither Coop or Surratt got there, but the emergence of Charlie Becker and the way they spread the ball around, and the fact that those guys missed time. And then Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman and has 40 passing touchdowns. He won the Heisman. He did have 40 passing touchdowns. He didn't have it before he won the Heisman. So I guess I get a half a point there. So I don't know if that doesn't count because I said they're going to lead the nation in offense, but the fact that I called 2 800-plus yard rushers plus the 500-yard rusher plus the Mendoza Heisman, I feel like that's a nice. I
think we're Keezer. We are the OGs of calling. We've been on that. We were the first ones on this shit. So anyone who wants to say otherwise is wrong. We were the first ones to call out how we're going to win the national title. Might not happen in 2025, but it's going to happen eventually, and it happened a lot sooner than anyone could have anticipated. But by the time we saw that Oregon game, we knew this team was more than. It was almost like after the Oregon game, is like, okay, the only thing in our way is Ohio State. Like that was like I feel like the overarching like feeling of the season going into that.
Well, you started off hot too, Brad.
Our hot takes are as high as they get. I called Fernando Andrew Luck in April. I'm altering that. I think he's Andrew Luck in Jared Goff's body after watching him for a full season. So very similar, But yeah, he's yeah, I was on it. I'll give
your first hot take, Brad, was we beat Oregon by 10 plus.
Yeah, there we go.
One for Brad. Put it on the board. There was a Roe Hardy pick 6 thrown in there. We didn't get the Roe Hardy pick 6, but Oregon 10 plus. Calling that in, I think we did this in August, end of August. I think the 25th is when we released this. My second hot take was we beat 2 of Iowa, Oregon, Penn State by 10, and that was not correct. And it wasn't the 2 teams that I would have figured if that wasn't going to be correct, it'd be because we didn't beat Oregon by 10. And we beat Oregon by 10. It was the other 2 teams that we did. So
funny how it works.
Yeah. Brad, your second hot take was Indiana wins the Joe Moore Award, and while they didn't win it, they were finalists.
I was shocked they didn't win it this year. I was shocked.
So was I.
I was utterly bamboozled and shocked that they didn't win the Joe Moore Award. Iowa, very deserving. Great offensive line. We saw it ourselves when they played us. Very deserving of that award, but I was still shocked that we didn't get it because, I mean, we put the 2s in the fourth quarter most of the season like we did on Bama. I don't think that happens to the best O-line in the country. Quite honest.
Brad, my next hot take was Indiana was going to have over 5.5 All-Americans. Again, like these seem ridiculous now when you look back at this Indiana football season and look at how much talent they had and hindsight being 2020, but smashed over 5.5 All-Americans.
Yeah. Between all the different All-American honors they give out there, so many guys. This team's about to have projected 12 NFL draft picks. I was trying to tell you in the offseason. They have tons of NFL talent, legit guys. Maybe I didn't have it as high as 12, but I was fucking on it.
And maybe they weren't the right guys because your next hot take was Amari Farrell's top 40 in the NFL draft. And it's because Amari's coming back.
Yeah, there we go.
And Farrell and Pons to have 10 plus interceptions did not happen either.
Yeah, because Lou Moore took them all. I thought Amari would be the one getting all the picks, so I guess it is Lou. Lou got all the picks. Yep. I read that wrong. My bad.
I said Indiana would beat 7 plus teams by 21 plus. The final number, I believe, was 10.
Wow.
You said that Surratt would be a Bolitnikov, and then you paused for 6 seconds, and then you said finalist.
Because Jeremiah Smith, people don't understand how I'm
a
receiver. I'm a big Jeremiah Smith fan. I think he is going to be the greatest wide receiver to ever play. As long as everything goes right, he stays healthy, and he puts in the work. Like, there is no reason why that guy won't be better than Julio Jones. There is no reason. Anyways.
You also had Kamara over 16.5 sacks, and obviously Kamara didn't have the statistical season in terms of that stat that he wanted to have, but super impactful. I believe he led the country or led the conference in pressures. And then I
felt that was like a steep one because
you were like, I was like, make it 20, and then you were like we started looking at the numbers and
the eye test in terms of how the Brian Haynes scheme works. It's team sacks. It's all about team sacks. It's not about one guy getting all the sacks.
These are hot takes, Brad. These are hot takes. Your original prediction was 45 team sacks. I pushed you to go more. You had 50. They had 46.
Fucking asshole.
And then the last one was I had Indiana as the number 1 seed in the college football playoff.
Oh, baby. Let's go.
Smash that one. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Absolutely love it.
My dumbass put him at 6.
Let's talk some smoke. We're gonna
try too hard to be bipartisan in this shit, you know?
Well, listen, that's why I felt all year when I'm projecting these to be like 10 to 14 point games and they beat these teams by 25, 30. It's like, all right, I guess we're just a little too disrespectful.
I try to cover this like I'm an actual like national cover guy. Like I'm covering the national scheme. I'm not gonna I try to eliminate my Indiana bias. Maybe I go a little too far in that. A little bit. So I apologize. But I never not believe that they could win a national title. Let's get that fucking straight.